export selected. Do you have any experience, Julian, like QAing meta campaigns, or I guess what's the I know that you've built and run meta campaigns, but do you have like a QA process or anything?
No, not yet.
Okay. So the reason it's easier to do this in Excel, like every element that you could enter to build a campaign has its own column in an Excel export. So it's just easy to spot like errors and mistakes more so here. Like this is sort of like the structure of all of these campaigns in like Excel format. So I just prefer, it would take so much longer for you to like individually open each campaign. You just get like more of a holistic high level view via Excel, and it makes it a lot easier. I like to get rid of a lot of the campaigns that I know I'm not going to need to QA. So like I'm leaving in here like a campaign budget, which is something we'll QA. You can quickly see like start and end date. These are August campaigns, so they should all start, August 1st. And why like Excel is helpful, if there was like if one of the campaigns had a different start or end date, you would see a second time here, which it just makes it quicker to spot errors. So this is perfect because they're all the same and it's correct. And same with end date. This is perfect, so I no longer care about that column. Maybe I can send you a list of like columns that I like to keep, because there's like most of them you don't need. Ad set name, the start and date, these should like align. These would align with the campaign, so those are good. This column is pretty important actually. It's labeled as link object ID, but it's actually just a reference to the Facebook page ID, which right now I can already tell just by this. These are all the Nissan demo page. And we launch like all of the campaigns using the Nissan USA page, but the reason we have a second Facebook page, this Nissan demo page, is for Constellation. They're not allowed to have permission or access to our actual Nissan USA Facebook page, but they still need a Facebook page in order to build campaigns. So we created this second Facebook page. I can show you in Facebook, but this is like referencing their demo page that we are going to flip the Facebook page at the end. It'll make more sense. I can actually just show you this. So in these ads, right here, this Facebook page, this is not, we like never want to launch campaigns with this page labeled. The actual Facebook page that we use for all of our campaigns is this one right here, Nissan US GM or JM GY, basically the Nissan USA page. So in order for them to build campaigns for us, they have to build them using this demo page. And then at the very end, like I'd say this is one of like the last things we do before we launch campaigns is we're flipping this Facebook page over to the Nissan USA page.
Okay.
So in these exports, this ID, this is just referencing, this is calling out the Nissan demo page. The Nissan USA page has a different ID, but since he just built everything right now is set to the Nissan demo page. So don't really need this right now. Gosh, there's so much to explain. I like to do a geo QA, even though there's literally never been an error there. So like, if you hide these two columns and you look, this DMA Fresno, it's also in the campaign name. So it's like a quick, easy, like, I actually just sort this A to Z. It's kind of an easy like IQA. Just you can see that the campaign names and the DMA selection in the ad sets all line up, which they pretty much always do. I've never seen an error there, but I still like to check it. So once I do that quick check, just delete that column now. The next column to QA, lots of blank. This is always 18 to 65. English for this tactic. Custom audiences, this is one of like the few columns that call out like the targeting, the audience that you're using. So I'm just deleting a bunch of columns that we don't care about. So this will be easier to view in like once I convert this to a pivot table, but you can see that these frontier ad sets all contain this frontier conquesting audience. So that's something we're just double checking. These Pathfinder ad sets have the Pathfinder ad audience, etc., Rogue, and a few Sentra at the bottom. So, I mean, I can already tell those are perfect, but I'll just keep it to show you some sort of quick ways to see that. And then all of our campaigns have this suppression audience. So basically this audience entails like all Nissan owners essentially. So we just don't want to target anyone that already has a Nissan. So our audience team helps us to refresh and maintain this suppression. We could just call it a suppression audience, and it's essentially just Nissan owners. So we're always excluding those users from our campaigns. And that should just be, if it were missing from any of the ad sets, you would see a second option here that says blanks. So that's also another reason Excel is helpful. You can spot things that are missing very easily. So for example, I'm just going to delete one. Say the suppression audience was missing from this ad set in Meta. It's easy because now I can see that all of the ad sets have this